It Happened on the Job, the podcast for relatable conversations with contractors. Sponsored by Goodman Insurance.
Welcome to It Happened on the Job, episode 124 today. My name is Mike. That's Brian.
Yo.
With us today via Zoom, we got Lance Smith, the CEO of Smith & Son Construction. How you doing, sir?
What's up, Lance?
Pretty good. Another day in beautiful California.
Yeah, right. Can't complain, especially when the rest of the country is frozen over right now. They get snow in South Texas. You know it's bad.
It's been very chilly. My guys have been bundled up early in the mornings and later into the nights. So
Yeah.
we're feeling it here, but you know we got some good weather here in the Bay Area, so we're enjoying it. A little bit of rain here and there is always good for us, but it's nice down here.
Yeah, can't complain, man. Can't complain. So give us your backstory, your history. We want to know about you. How did you get started in construction, and what led you to where you are now as CEO?
So growing up, my dad was a roofer, so he was always busy, always working. Every summer I had free, I'd help him with what I could and do what I could, and one thing led to another. I finished high school. At 17, I lied on a job and said that I was 18 during that summer and put in an application at a plumbing company for a service plumber, and actually got accepted. It only lasted for about a month, and then they actually figured it out. And
I was going to say your I-9 verification came back, and
yeah, I'm definitely one of the younger guys in this in these trades. It's kind of been an advantage for me too, but we'll get to that topic after.
For sure.
So yeah, I did that, and then I got out of high school and jumped straight into the Carpenters Union out here in the Bay Area. Got sponsored in with one of the best companies out here. So I did that. I worked side by side with my journeyman for 3 years, and they bumped me up and finished me out, and went from there. Stayed there for a few years, did very, very good. Moved up the ranks pretty quick, and it was a little different running guys that are twice my age, and they're looking at me like, I'm talking to a kid right now, you know? And I was very successful at a young age in that stuff, and I knew at that time that, you know, hey, I got something here. I'm going to try to run with it. So I said, well, I'm going to go try to get my GC. Ended up getting my General B. Starting Smith & Son, I had a good in with some guys that were into the nursing home facilities and the rehabilitation centers and stuff like that. So that's kind of where we started with Smith & Son was there. And we were doing very well. It was awesome. And then, unfortunately, COVID hit. So I had to really restructure everything with this business and really start from the bottom again, because all of our homes and all of our facilities had gotten shut down.
Yeah.
And it was like, I got guys sitting there depending on a check every week. And so I had to go back to the drawing board initially, and really kind of think of how we can structure this to where it works in the times that we're in now. So I went back to the drawing board and really got into the marketing side of all this and going for different outlooks. I didn't want to do residential stuff. Wasn't something that I got into this for, but I'm glad that I did, to say the least. It's been really, really good lately. Especially in the times that we're in right now. It's truly a blessing that we are so busy and my guys are able to depend that 40 hours a week is going to be there. So Smith & Son has always been a dream of mine. I always looked up to the guys that my dad worked for. It was always like, oh, they got, you know, brand new trucks and all the cool stuff and all the toys for the weekends and all that stuff. So that was kind of like a driving point for me. I mean, I've always been a hands-on type of person. Even from a kid, I raced dirt bikes my entire upbringing and always was really mechanically inclined. Didn't really build too much until I got into the union and stuff. I did, you know, minor construction stuff with my dad at home and stuff. But then once I got in and went through it, it was just like kind of a natural thing, and it's been like a passion of mine, day in and day out. It's definitely something that I want to stay in for as long as I can.
Yeah. So when you were doing nursing home stuff, was that like remodel work that you guys were there? Were you guys contract with them? Yeah.
A bunch of TI work.
Yeah.
No new builds. It's all bringing everything up to compliance now for all the new compliance codes and everything like that. A lot of maintenance stuff on the buildings.
Yeah.
A lot of buildings were pretty hammered.
So how many do you have guys working for you now?
Yeah.
How many guys do you have in the field working for you now?
We have 8 guys in the field.
Oh wow, that's awesome. And so you guys have pivoted to, is it strictly residential, or is that just kind of where a lot of your income's coming from right now?
That's right now. We're strictly residential. We're actually in the phase of. I got some big things in the works right now with some really, really big hitters here in the Bay Area for multifamilies and stuff. So we're vamping up for a big commercial side right now.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. So when you say that you got into the marketing aspect of it, what that's interesting to us, because I mean that's not something a lot of contractors focus on, is marketing, right? I mean it's a pretty relationship driven business. So we're always interested when people kind of focus on that marketing and that branding aspect of it. Where did you see the opportunity, and what are some of the things you did deliberately to kind of go down that road?
So in this industry, it's a numbers game is how I look at it. It's a big numbers game. So the more I can get seen, the more people that can see me, see the company, see our name, our logo, whatever it may be, the more attraction we draw. So I partnered up with a development team, and we built the website and started doing the SEO for all the Google and running paid ads on Instagram and Facebook, and we got into Thumbtack, Angie's List, Build Zoom, and just put money into it. It's definitely an initial investment on getting our name out there and being seen.
Was that as a result of COVID hitting and the nursing home kind of industry drying up, and like you had mentioned before, really kind of having to kind of retool and rethink how you were going to do things? Is that where that marketing effort came from, with Build Zoom and Instagram and all the social medias and all that?
Yeah, most definitely, because I didn't want to see us sitting at home anymore. I didn't want to see my guys sitting at home. You know, living off unemployment is definitely hard when you have a family to take care of and everything to handle. So I said, okay, Lance, we got to go to the drawing board, and we got to make something work, regardless what we do. If we restructure the company to do something else other than being a GC, and then we'll do that, you know. So it was a good turn right there for sure.
Where have you seen the most success in that marketing effort?
Oh, we kind of cut off.
Oh, sorry.
One more time.
Where have you seen the most success in that marketing effort? Where are you seeing the most business come from?
Right now, Thumbtack we are seeing anywhere from 15 to 20 leads a day.
Wow.
And
honestly, I've never even heard of Thumbtack.
I'm making a note right now.
What is Thumbtack?
So you dial in your area you want to work in, what areas you want to target, what you want to target, the scale, pretty much. They're an awesome setup. You can do it right from your phone or your tablet or computer. And you pay for the leads, of course.
Right.
Nothing's for free in this world. So you pay per lead. So size of the job, scope of work. So, you know, if it comes across as a complete remodel or home new build, it'll be somewhere between like 65 and 85 bucks for the lead. So what and so for smaller ones, we wean out all the small stuff, so we don't have nothing that's, you know, not in our jurisdiction or what we want to do for the most.
And so from the user side, are they just going in and putting in the scope of what they want done, and then Thumbtack is
contractor or siding or painting, and and how you get ranked to be up on Thumbtack is response time.
Right.
Is a big thing for them. The faster you respond to their clients, farther up on the ladder you get.
Right.
We're trending, I think, top 3 right now in the Bay Area, top 3 or 4. We've been putting a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of effort, and a lot of tools and sources into figuring it out to make it work, because I see a big potential with this Thumbtack alone. I see a lot. I mean, it's generated over $100,000 in 2 weeks for us.
Wow.
Whoa.
Just off of Thumbtack.
So if I'm understanding, and I don't mean to keep doing down this rabbit hole, but it sounds like it's working for you, right? So we want to make sure people understand it. If I'm understanding correct, so the homeowners aren't necessarily going out looking for Smith & Son. They're just saying, I have this addition or a new home build or whatever I want done. And then Thumbtack, who has already vetted you and knows what you can do and understands what your scope of work is, will then approach you and say, hey, this is a job. Is this something you are interested in?
Nope. It's
okay.
us dealing with
us
dealing with the client 100%.
Okay.
So they reach out directly to us. We have a full portfolio of photos and a bio of myself and what we bring to the table. And there's some sort of pricing breakdowns for certain projects.
Okay, so the consumer is actually seeing you and your information.
Idea of,
they're actually seeing your information directly.
It's a one-on-one thing like we are.
Okay, cool.
100%.
That's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
So you said, wait, so the lead is like 65 to 85 bucks and you're closing in on 100 grand?
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
Nice
we don't take all of them, so there's money flying out of that every day, but the return on it is tenfold to what we're initially investing in.
Okay.
That's awesome.
None of you guys out there take my secrets with this, all right?
What have you guys done anything else as far as like a branding aspect, right? As far as, being on social medias and putting content out there and seeing all that kind of stuff? Are you seeing any return from that?
Instagram, we're starting to, we're just getting into Instagram. We're trying to build it right and post the right stuff and make it look as professional and as good as possible so that we can touch the people around us and then see, oh, hey, look what they did. We want them in our home to do that. Because, these times right now, look at us now. We're sitting on a computer having this meeting.
Yeah. So
everyone's either at home or in their office and they're looking around and they're like, man, I don't like that wall. I want that gone. Or, I don't like the color of this. I want to change that,
Yep. Well, if you get a chance, look up JJ's Landscaping on Instagram. We had them on here a long time ago.
Yeah, episode 79.
Yeah, 79. Yeah, it was a while back. But, I mean, he took it from, what?
It was like 300,000 his first year to 4 million.
To 4 million the next year, strictly off of Instagram.
Yeah.
Right. So you're in that space right now.
And residential.
With residential. And that's kind of where people are at, right? Everybody's on Instagram. So, I mean, I don't know exactly what he did, but if I remember correctly, it was a lot of Instagram stories and literally just posting about what he's doing and the work that his guys were doing and kind of that before and after type of thing. So people could kind of see his finished product. And it was literally like every day about that. And I mean, like you said, it was extreme takeoff in his business in a 1 year process.
Definitely.
It's fun to hear contractors who, this wasn't the headspace a lot of contractors were in even 3 or 4 years ago, right? I mean, this is a pretty new concept. So it's fun to hear guys like you and them getting involved in it.
And it's definitely evolving right now, It's the word of mouth is just a thing of the past now, You got to be out there on social media. You gotta. That's what the world runs off of now.
Well, it's kind of a reference check for you, right? I mean, somebody 100%. Knows who you are. They're going to look you up and they can see your past work.
100%.
Yeah.
And it's good publicity too. People like to look at good content and good work and fine craftsmanship. And a lot of the people that we do see that follow the Instagram and stuff are fellow companies, and we do get a lot of interaction on there and have had a couple of partnerships and on projects with people off of there. someone that we didn't know that was, 50 miles away from us that reached out to us like, hey, we want you to come do our concrete walkway. We loved how that looked. Would you like to come bid it?
Yeah.
And it worked out being, a $30,000 walkway we did off of one Instagram post.
That's awesome.
Social media is a new marketing thing that is just it's a thing of the future.
Well, and it's powerful if you can do it and you can be deliberate about it, right? You can't just post random stuff. I mean, you have to be pretty deliberate about. So are you kind of to that point, do you have somebody inside your company that's their only job, or is it something that you do?
It's between me and my wife.
Okay.
So she's actually the guru of it all. It's not me.
That sounds about right. Usually it's always the wife, the brains
Yeah.
behind the operation.
She handles it all.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
most definitely go ahead.
No, you're good. Go. These are a lot more fun than when you talk.
Yeah, it's definitely it's hard for me to figure out because it's directed into my work phone as well. So all the conversations that she's getting from people all day long, I'm just
You're seeing them happen.
Holy crap! Yeah. I'll be talking with a client, and 7 people had reached out to us
Buzzing
within
in
a
your
15
pocket.
minute frame. Yeah.
That's fun though, right? I mean, it's good to see that. Obviously, there's a lot of work, and like I said, you can't just create an Instagram account and expect business to be rolling in. There's a lot of build up to that, right? I mean, to get you to that point. But so anybody out there listening, if you can do it right, it definitely can pay off for you, regardless of the industry.
Most
you're in.
definitely, and to put that out there, anybody can go make a Thumbtack and go do that. And what's worked for us the best too with that is that I'm a people person. I'm a likable person. I'm a real honest person. I'm not going into somebody's house looking at a dollar sign or looking at what we can make or something. I'm going in to make a relationship with that person in that home and that family. So when they do want to expand and the kids have kids and grandkids and get kicked out and they want to put addition on the house, they call me. They call us. We try to be the best that we can be for our clients and give them a fair price and great work.
Yeah, well, that's the follow up to it, right? I mean, you can be out there and you can be posting all this stuff, but if you're not following through and actually producing it and doing what you say you're going to do and do it in the time frame you're going to do it, and like you said, at a reasonable price, then it's not really, you're not being effective with that.
Well,
so.
and I think people can sniff out when there's a dollar sign attached to what you're looking at, right? They know 100%. That it's I mean, we're smarter than that. We all are. So yeah, the fact that you're going in and fostering that relationship with your potential new customer or client or whoever, I think that speaks volumes in terms of what you do. And then the fact that you guys respond quickly. I mean, we've had people on here before. It's like, they're business with gangbusters and they say, I just simply did what I said I was going to do. And I responded to them. You're like, yeah, I mean,
exactly.
It's that
and that
simple.
makes a world of difference to people.
Yeah.
It truly does. It's just like, it shows that you care at the end of the day and that it actually means something to you, because this means the world to us. So we know that us coming in your house means the world to you with everything going on in the world. You don't want some random person in your house that you don't feel comfortable with or whatever.
Especially today, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So from an employee standpoint, it sounds like obviously you guys have that mindset of treating them like family, right? I mean, to your point, COVID hits and a lot of your work goes out the window, and your first thought is, how do I pivot so these guys can keep taking a paycheck home, right? So love to hear that. What are some things, are there some other things you guys do for them to make sure that you kind of keep that that culture of family and treating them the way that you guys do?
All the companies that I worked for, at the end of the day, all you were was a number. It sucks to say, but the bigger scale stuff is political, and you're just a number at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how good you are at your job. None of it matters. and I don't want to just feel like I don't want my employees to feel like they're just a number. You know, I want them to feel like that they are needed, because they are needed here. If it wasn't for them, there would be no this, you know.
Right.
They're the backbone to this company. Sure, I can go out and sell the work and get the work and find the work, but if they can't do the work, we're nothing.
Yep.
You know, if they're not happy with what they're doing or the situation that they're in, it doesn't do good for my company. Our company. It's not just my company, it's our company. Everybody puts a foot in and everybody helps out for this to happen. I try to treat them as best as I can and do the things that I would want a boss to do for me. I can't do everything at all times, but I show appreciation to them. Like this morning, I brought in some donuts this morning to the shop. Oh, we got our first shop in our new building last Friday. We'll get into that after this. But I just try to treat them like human beings first off of and friends at the same time. You know, not just as an employee. Sure, there's going to be tension and there's going to be heated moments in the middle of a job when something doesn't go right, because nothing ever goes right. But that we separate that as soon as that talk's done and over. That's over. We don't carry on grudges with each other. Try to do a barbecue with them here and then. You know, a completion of a good sized job, we'll do like a celebratory barbecue, and I'm not buying the beer, but they can bring the beer. And like Christmas bonuses, I try to give out good bonuses and do a crabbing trip for Christmas. And
That's awesome.
yeah,
Crabbing trip would be fun.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's
I'm
cool.
down with that. Yeah. That's good times. Yeah. So you said you just got you guys
New
just
shop?
moved into a new shop?
yeah. We had a little smaller shop in a yard that I rent from a friend of a friend that knows somebody with a bunch of room. So we put up a little tough shed and stuff like that, but it wasn't actual like a real deal shop. We were still running the home office and running the office and all the billing and everything out of the home office, and we got our own shop now. So it's a big move for us. We've been trying to find the right location and the right size and the right fit for us, because we have acquired a lot of stuff being a GC.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of big stuff that we have. So we just got our first shop. We have about 3,000 square feet of warehouse space and then another 660 square foot of office space.
That's awesome, man. Congrats. That's cool.
Congratulations.
That's a big step, man. So
Yeah,
from an employee standpoint, where are you finding guys and what are you looking for?
Man, it's so hard to find guys right now that are good guys and that want to work. Where we have a couple posts up on Indeed right now. We even made one on our Facebook. We're getting one set up for LinkedIn. It's truly hard to find good guys right now. We're at the point where we have like the perfect core group of guys that can handle all of our scopes that we're tackling right now. But other than that, I don't know, Mike. Where's the guys at? Send them. If you guys need a job, give me a call, please.
No, I mean, you're not alone there. I guess the core of the question really is when you're looking at somebody, are you looking more for the experience or do you feel like you can train them as long as they have that want to work hard and that they fit that culture?
The grit.
I think a mix of both, kind of, you know. Of course, we have the people that have the sour attitude all the time and feel like they're entitled and owed something to the world, unfortunately. Did we freeze? We're back.
I think you're good. Yeah,
we're good on our end, so you're good.
It just depends. I want good vibes, yes, but you know, some people don't come with them. But we can definitely start somebody from new and bring them into our way of doing things and train them and mold them into be what we need at the end of the day. But somebody with experience is always a plus.
Yeah. That's fun, man. So you kind of alluded earlier when we first started talking that that being younger might have been a little bit of an advantage from you. Is that from that marketing aspect and branding, or are there other places where it's kind of helping you out and
energy?
Yeah.
Attitude.
I think a lot of people like my backstory. That I have a will and a go that I want to be something in this world, and I want to stake my claim and be known here. I want Smith and Son to be stamped in the Bay Area when I can no longer do this, and I pass it down to my kids to do. That's the main goal.
So are you the Smith or are you the son?
Well, he started it. I'm assuming the Smith, right?
The sun's not here yet, so we're banking on the sun.
I was gonna say,
speaking it into existence. I love it.
Put it out there in the universe.
Yeah, you got to try, man. I've always been the different one out of the group of people. So, and it plays in my favor 50% of the time.
It's 1 out of 2, not bad when you're going for stuff. And it's pretty evident the fact that you were 17 and and actually trying to go find you got guys that are 17 that are doing stupid stuff. Right. And I know you got canned because you were
stupid stuff too.
No doubt. But you were also, you had a willing to work. You had a willing to push yourself outside of the bounds of what most people would be comfortable doing. And I mean, when I was 17, I was doing a part-time job here and there, but
I wasn't looking to sweat copper or climb under sinks and all that kind of crap.
I'm not trying to stroke your ego or anything, but I think in terms of what you're talking about, being kind of the outside man in terms of, it was evident from an early age that you were looking to do that. And I know you're still young, but even younger than that, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, very impressive.
So what's the future look like for you guys? I mean, I know you said you're kind of set with that core group of guys you got. I mean, is there room for expansion?
100%. Where I want to take it as in baby steps. I don't want to try to rush into it and make it to where it changes our whole get down to the company. I want to go into it to where everyone kind of goes in it together. It's not just all of a sudden we're doing $15 million commercial job tomorrow. So we're going to keep our residential side, and we are transitioning to build a new side to this company right now that I'm super excited about. And some of the things that we got on the table right now, and some of the clients that we have coming forward to us are really good clients.
That's exciting, man.
Yeah, and we're actually going to get involved in some of the new cannabis builds and.
That's huge, I'm sure, especially up there. Yeah.
Yeah, it is crazy. These guys are a different breed of guys, to say the least.
Lots of money, man. Lots of money in that industry right now.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. Well, we'll have to bring you back on when you're not so coy about the future and the other stuff that's coming up, and
when it's actually coming to fruition.
Yeah, when you've got all those other jobs coming in.
Yep.
And maybe have to have you back on here and be all about it, man.
Yeah, I think 6 months from now we should be going pretty good.
That's awesome, man.
I think our calendar's free in 6 months.
I was gonna say we'll keep an eye out for sure. We appreciate your time, Lance. It's been awesome. If you could, let the people know where to find you, your websites, Instagram, phone number, email, whatever it is, how they can get a hold of you.
Our website is smithandsonbayarea.com. You can look us up anywhere. Check us out on Instagram, smithandson.com or Smith and Sons Construction. Thumbtack, Smith and Son, pretty much everywhere. Look us up anywhere. We're all over the place. And we're here to help and take on any project that you guys may have.
We appreciate it, man. It's been awesome. Thanks so much. Love the energy, love the attitudes.
Yeah,
been a good one.
Awesome, guys. Awesome.
Thanks, sir. Stay safe. Right. Stay safe out there. We'll see you around. All right, man. Have a good one.
You too, buddy. Thank you.
We're out.
All right, Lance. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for listening. And if you've made it this far, go ahead and give us a like or 5 stars or whatever means you like us.
Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. And check out our website for more video content and extras.
While you're there, shoot us a message if you want to be a guest. We'd love to have you on.
Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.